Suppose you ask the speaker a question and he answers it. Either you accept it or deny it. If it is satisfactory to you, according to your conditioning or to your background, then you say, yes, I agree with you entirely. Or if you don't agree, you say, what nonsense. But if you begin to inquire into the question itself, is the answer separate from the question? Or does the answer lie in the question itself? The perfume of a flower is in the flower. The very flower is the essence of that perfume. But we depend on others so much to be helped, to be encouraged, to solve our problems. Therefore, out of our confusion, we create authority, the gurus, the priests. So please, it's good to ask questions. I don't know if you've gone into this. You know, we have lost the art of investigation, discussion. Not taking sides, but looking at it. It's a very complex problem, maybe not the right occasion to go into this. We also should inquire why from childhood we are hurt, psychologically wounded. Most of us psychologically are wounded. And from that wound, either one is conscious of it or not, or many of our problems arise. The wound as a child, by a scolding, by saying something ugly, brutal, violent, we are wounded. Now, when you say we are wounded, who is it that's wounded? Is it the image that you have built about yourself that's wounded? The psyche. Please, the speaker has not read any of the psychological books or philosophy or religious books. He's just investigating with you. The psyche, which is the me, and the me is the image I have built about myself. There is nothing spiritual about it. That's another ugly word, spiritual. That image gets hurt. And we carry that image right through our life. If one image is not pleasant, we put together another image, which is pleasant, encouraging, worthwhile, significant, giving intellectual meaning to our life. This is the wound we brought about in the image that one has built about oneself. Is it possible to live on this earth not having a single image about anybody, including God, if there is such an entity? No image about your wife and your children and your husband and so on. Not to have a single image. then it's possible never to be hurt. And also, as our time is limited, because we're only this talk in the afternoon and tomorrow morning, we ought to inquire carefully whether it is possible to be free of fear. This is really an important question to ask. Not that I'm asking for you, but you're asking this for yourself. Whether it's possible, living in modern society with all the brutality, with all the tremendous violence that is on the increase, is there freedom from fear? Which is entirely different from analysis. Just to observe without any distortion. To observe this hall, for example, and how many tiers there are, 5 of them, or 4 of them. To observe your neighbor's dress, face, how he talks, just to observe, not to criticize, not evaluate, judge, but to observe a tree, to observe the moon in these 5th running waters. When you so observe, then you ask yourself, what is? I come back to fear presently. What is beauty? They talk a great deal about beauty in the magazines. How you must be beautiful. Your face, your hair, your complexion, and all the rest of it. So, what is beauty? Is beauty in the picture, in the painting, in the strange modern structure? Is it beauty in a poem? Is beauty in merely the physical face and body? Have you ever asked this question? If you're an artist, or a poet, or a literary person, you may describe something very beautiful. Paint something that's lovely. A poem that really stirs your very being. So what is beauty? Because freedom means, that etymologically the word freedom, in that word, freedom, there is love. The word freedom, in that word, there is the etymological meaning also, which is love. What's the relationship between love and beauty? When we talk about love, perhaps